Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Sri Radha Krishna, Jai Sri Vrindavanam. Vraja means the divine region of Goloka, which is sustained on the sentiment of love for Sri Krishna. It is therefore that the Lord of Vraja and the Master of Rasa, Sri Krishna, never goes even a step beyond the boundary of this transcendent Vrindavana. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is pure consciousness, pure bliss, pure love, pure rasa or enjoyment. And these Bhagavan Sri Krishna is pure consciousness, pure bliss, pure love, pure rasa or enjoyment. And these gopis, the beloved of Sri Krishna, are nothing but embodiments of consciousness, bliss, love, and emotion in their purest forms. By gopis are meant Sri Radha or the bliss aspect of Sri Krishna and her companions. These do not possess earthly bodies of the type we mortals possess, made of flesh and blood, conceived in Prakriti and created out of its elements, which take birth as a result of past karma for the experience of pleasure and pain. They are eternal, although manifested in creation and sporting in the world of death. They live in the state where death is transcended. Their divine forms and their eternal rasa dance can be perceived only by divine eyes through which overflows the purest sentiment of love. In the Padma Purana, the Lord himself says to Sri Mahadeva, with reference to Sri Radha and Gopis, Sri Radha Devi is my blessed. Know her to be the supreme goddess. Surrounding her and behind her are lakhs of her female companions. Just as my own form is eternal, they too are eternal. My parents, friends, the cows and cowherds of Vrindavana, and Vrindavana itself are eternal and made of the purest elements of consciousness and bliss. Know this Vrindavana of mine to be the very essence of bliss. In the Rasolasa Tantra, Sri Shiva says to Devi Parvati, referring to the Rasa dance, just as there are gross, subtle, and casual bodies of men, even so there is fourth species known as Bhavadeha, that is, the body made of purest love. This body is attained through God's grace and is easily obtained from birth to birth through His grace. This Bhavadeha is generally possessed by liberated souls who have the privilege of eternally waiting upon the Lord, or by the Lord's own representatives whose function is to carry out God's purpose on the earth. Or occasionally, O Supreme Goddess, this body may be attained by a soul, even by spiritual discipline. This Bhavadeha is neither subject to gunas due to karma, nor it is beyond the gunas, nirguna. It is a body purely divine in essence, which is found only in Vrindavana and nowhere else. The gopis attained their object through their union with Sri Krishna. This union was neither actuated by lust, nor was it eternally free from desire. It was a union brought about by the instrumentality of the Bhavadeha. From these words of Shiva, it is quite evident that the love between Sri Krishna and the gopis was purely divine in its nature. The union of gopis with Sri Krishna was not of earthly, gross, or physical type. There was not the least play or exercise of the organs of sense in the union. Therefore, it is a heinous crime to detect sin in this divine sport of love. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Sri Radha Krishna, Jai Sri Vrindavanam.